What's up, everybody? Just doing another little hobby update for you. And what I have here are 3 Deathwing models now. So I finished my 3rd Deathwing Terminator. A little bit different from what I intended to do. Originally I was going to do either a Stormbolt or Power Fist guy or a Sergeant, so I can finish out or get closer to finishing out this 5-man squad here with the Cyclone Missile Launcher. But I got to looking at the Assault Cannon guy from Dark Vengeance and didn't want to pin him up as an Assault Cannon. So I figured, why not see if this Plasma Cannon arm can fit where the Assault Cannon goes. Clip off the stalk that sticks out that's supposed to mesh up with the Assault Cannon arm, and see if I can fit it there and have it look convincing enough. And really, without doing anything, no green stuff work or whatever, I think it fits pretty convincingly. So I decided to go ahead and make this Plasma Cannon toting Deathwing Terminator. Now the kit only gives you 5 of the Deathwing Terminator shoulder pads specifically, but it also gives you 5 of the Deathwing Knight shoulder pads. So I took one of those and did it up in gold. My plan is to make this guy part of a command squad anyway, so I think it's very fitting. And I'm really happy with how the Dark Vengeance kit goes together. I mean, minus the arm. It's really nice. The seams are virtually non-existent, nothing to really have to worry about. And I think they did a good job with the Dark Vengeance stuff. I know it's been out for a while, but this is the first time I painted up anything from it. So, really well done. I like the detail in the model. Not much in terms of posability with how they are, unlike the other 2 guys, but the detail is higher when you look at it. So, really cool model. Again, I really like how it went together. The base also is drilled out for you already, so always careful not to clog up where the little stalk on his foot goes into. And I gave him a base to fit him in with the rest of it. A little bit of rusted metal bent up that he's stepping on over here, and some rubble. Just stuff to give the base a little bit of a flavor to it, you could say. I kept the plasma tame with just like maybe it's in standby mode or whatever, or maybe he's getting ready to charge it up again. I'm not really good with doing plasma effects, so I didn't want to have that kind of detract from the model, so I gave it a very neutral, just blue look to take care of that. And it's okay. I'd like to get better at plasma effects, but I haven't really found a tutorial, really, period, because I haven't really looked. But I'm sure if I do, I can get better at it, but it looks fine as is. Lots of daggers on his rope there. I gave his rope the same purple as the Thunderhammer, just to kind of tie it together. That's what I'm going to do for any type of rope stuff on my Deathwing. It's going to be purple, because I figure it's different, it pops on the model, and it will tie everything together well. I continued with what I kind of started doing on this Cyclone Missile Launcher guy, which is painting in the edging on the armor, as you can see here on his legs and everything. That's not a wash and then going back to paint in. That's the armor color painted, and you can see it up here too. And then I'm carefully going back in with a fine detail brush and putting the wash in place to give the illusion that I did that. And it works a lot better and actually goes a lot quicker for me. You can see on the Power Fist there and everything. And I'm really pleased with how it turned out. The Dark Vengeance models are really nice, and I think he fits in nicely with the Stormbolt, the Power Fist guy, and of course the Thunderhammer, Storm Shield, Cyclone Missile Launcher guy. So a testament to Dark Vengeance for making sure they don't seem out of place next to the Deathwing kit. And really, everything is posed as it's supposed to be, minus the arm, of course. This is a Deathwing kit arm as opposed to being the Assault Cannon arm. And the only reason I did that is because I don't plan on running Assault Cannon in my build, and I'm just not a big fan of how the Assault Cannon looks, period. I feel the barrels are a bit too thin, personally, so I wasn't really too keen on building it as that anyway. But that aside, everything else is pretty standard fare. I do want to make this guy part of a command squad, so as the models are now, they couldn't be part of a squad unless I made a full 10-man squad. But these guys are going to be part of a regular squad, the Cyclone Missile Launcher and the Stormbolt Power Fist guy. The plasma cannon guy is the start of the command squad. I only have a total of 10 Deathwing models to my name right now, so it's only going to be a command squad and Deathwing squad. Once I'm done with all 10, that's going to take some time, and then I'll eventually add to it. So what I'm probably going to do is bulk out the Cyclone Missile Launcher squad with Stormbolt the Power Fist from Dark Vengeance to kind of free up the Deathwing kit to make things like an Apothecary and a Champion and all that. So we'll see how that goes. Don't know what I'm going to do next. Might be the Dark Vengeance Sergeant, might be a Dark Vengeance Stormbolt the Power Fist guy, but it's definitely something from Dark Vengeance, so only time will tell. But right now I'm working on another Red Talon, so that's kind of how I do things. I'll do one or two non-Deathwing guys, and then I'll do one Deathwing model by itself, because painting up one Deathwing model I feel takes the same amount of almost time and effort as it does to paint up definitely two power armor guys. And if I work on one power armor guy, it's a quick little break, especially with the way I paint Red Talons. It goes pretty quick once I sit down to paint them. So it's just a nice way to break up the painting. Plus it gives you more time to think about what I'm going to do with Deathwing. But anyways, that's it for this guy. Just a quick update. Well, not so much quick, but just a little update for you. Let me know what you think of him. I like the way he looks. This shield thing does kind of, while on the one hand look cool, maybe it looks a little bit odd to some people with the way the arms are arranged, but I think it works. I don't think there's anything that makes you look at it and go, that doesn't work. I think on the whole it fits very nicely, so I'm pleased with it. Anyways, that's really it. So thanks for sticking through that, and until next time, take it easy.